to a shot of John Young peering into the navigation telescope. Just before this cut, Duke requests that the astronauts go wide beam for 30 seconds and then back to narrow. When we see Young's back, Sinan says, "See it with the naked eye."
We'd like you to go to wide beam for 30 seconds and then back to narrow. Over. I can see it with the naked eye, and then I put
the transcript logs these two statements as being made 1 minute and 40 seconds apart. It seems not only do we have evidence of continuous audio running synchronized to edited video, but also evidence that footage has been cut and passed off as complete. But the most significant exclusion of 47-hour GET footage is the view of Earth they saved for last. We see the Earth in this telecast, but predictably not before the camera cuts.
10 Houston, we're expecting high gain loss in about 1 minute. Over. 10 Houston, Madrid has a good TV picture.
Just before the interior to exterior shot, Charlie Duke says,
Okay.
10 Houston, we are expecting high gain loss in about 1 minute, over. As soon as the shot starts, he says, Madrid has a good TV picture.
10 Houston, we're expecting high gain loss in about 1 minute. Over. 10 Houston, Madrid has a good TV picture.
These two comments from Duke were made 14 minutes apart. Yet 1 minute and 6 seconds after his loss in 1 minute statement, Duke confirmed that Madrid was receiving Apollo 10's video of Earth. This confirms that minutes of interior and exterior video were not included on the Spacecraft Films DVD set, and this edited version was sold as complete. It gets better. During this particular shot of Earth, Duke says, "I think they can broadcast this stuff out in black and white."
Spain, Portugal are in view, so the folks down in that part of the area ought to be getting a good picture of themselves right now. Alright. I think they can broadcast that stuff out. I was just going to say, I think they can broadcast that stuff out in black and white live. But for the color, it has to come over here, be converted, and transmitted back.
In the transcript, the word broadcast was censored. Note also how, as Duke says, they're probably seeing it in black and white, the camera cuts from one angle to another.
I think they can broadcast that stuff out in black and white live. But for the color, it has to come over here, be converted, and transmitted back in a color for the people over in that area. But probably seeing it in black and white.
It's another example of live audio synced with edited video. So let's see. Presuming that Spacecraft Films are being truthful in their complete footage selling point, and that this footage was broadcast live, as Duke said, are we to believe that the networks were receiving this telecast in its edited state?
The people over in that area, but probably seeing it in black and white.
Out of the entire 47 GET telecast, less than 8 minutes were included on the Spacecraft Films DVD. As just demonstrated, at least 5 minutes of it was censored. The next telecast, featured on the Spacecraft Films disc, is logged as being filmed at 49 hours and 54 minutes into the flight. It runs for about 2.5 minutes and looks continuously at the Earth. However, the title card given says it's the 6th telecast from Apollo 10, not the 5th. Presumably, there was another telecast between the respective videos filmed at the 47-hour mark and the 49-hour mark. So why is it not included on the Spacecraft Films DVD? Telecast number 7 is dated as being shot 53 hours, 35 minutes and 30 seconds ground elapsed time.
Here's hello from the 5 of us on Apollo 10. Here's Tom Stafford, John Young, and yours truly, Gene Cernan. Okay, that's the three of us, and here's the other two on Apollo 10. Your friendly Charlie Brown, and our ever-loving companion Snoopy.
Of course, before we get to see what the 5 Apollo 10 crew members are looking at, the camera conveniently blacks out.
Okay, now you know that there's 5 of us up here. We'd like to take you outside and show you what the 5 of us are looking at. Roger. Okay.
And again, when it's time to go back inside the capsule.
Okay, we'll take you back inside here now. I'll take care of it. Question for today, who is that?
It looks like John Young with 4 sets of eyes there. Or 2 sets of eyes.
There you go.
Let's call it 4 eyes. Looks like a World War I aviator.
And again, when we go back outside.
Okay, this is Apollo 10. We'll take you outside for one last look at the Earth and sign off.
Roger, thank you very much.
The final telecast filmed on the way to the moon is dated 72:20 mission time. Just over 4.5 minutes after a continuous shot of Earth, Thomas Stafford announces they'll be taking the camera back inside.
We'll give you a quick shot on the interior now, and then we'll terminate this pass. We'll go inside now.
Of course, not before the lights go out.
Very good. Thank you much for the view. We'll be standing by for the inside.
You can also notice how Gene Cernan deliberately covered the camera lens with the Apollo 10 insignia card.
For the view, we'll be standing by for the inside.